Hello people, and welcome to Crypto Exposed. Seasoned trader says XRP target of $30 to $35 is not ridiculous. Okay guys, let's get into it. So, the trader in question is called Maximus. And he's basically saying that a $30 to $35 XRP is not ridiculous. So, let's get into this then. One thing that he did say, and I do want to point this out because, you know, this is something that my channel is all about, is that he said, look, there's influencers out there they've kind of spoilt it for everybody else because they've just been pushing out these unrealistic targets. And so, you know, that's just caused a whole issue where, you know, people have now unrealistic expectations, which I absolutely agree with. One of the whole things of my channel is trying to, you know, offer you guys a reasonable and rational alternative to some of that type of content and giving you reasons as to why I don't think those targets are realistic, and I do think they're unattainable. And so, you know, I will be honest though, a guy came and said, hey, you're pushing unrealistic targets saying XRP can get to, you know, $35, etc. Now, I'll be honest with you, I've read a bit of the thread. It kind of seems to me like this is a guy who doesn't really like XRP, because he said, you know, even $7 is unrealistic. And if you think $7 is unrealistic, I mean, even with $30 to $35, okay, if we're talking like this market cycle, I actually don't think it's unrealistic. I definitely think that's, you know, it'll be quite a feat if it ranged to that kind of number. That's just my personal opinion. But it's not impossible. Like, I don't hear that number and say, no, that's just completely unrealistic. I hear that and I think, yeah, like, if we're talking a really good bull run for XRP, like, I think that's obtainable, in my opinion. Obviously, we will see what happens. Like I say, I'm not saying that this is exactly what I think is going to happen. I'm just telling you what I think is plausible, right? But, yeah, this guy said, like, even $7 isn't plausible for XRP. And I'm like, well, listen, I'm telling you now, like, if we only got $7 for XRP, not said I wouldn't, you know, still take it, but I'd be pretty disappointed. I'll be honest with you. Like, if you're talking to me about $7 XRP, you know, I'll take it, but like, I was definitely expecting more than that, to be honest with you. So that's just my opinion. Again, we'll see what happens, but you know, to say that $7 isn't attainable, I mean, look, time will tell, but you know, in my head, like, I'd be disappointed if we've got a $7 XRP, so I'm definitely expecting it to go way higher than that, to be honest with you. But yeah, look, as I've said to you guys before, there's many different analysts who have different opinions and perspectives. Like, this isn't the first target I've seen. I've seen, you know, $10, I've seen $20. Now you've got $35. I've seen up to 3 digits. So I've definitely seen a range of numbers, but as I always say to you guys, the main thing here is that people are saying that XRP is going to go up, and to me, that's what counts. Like, you know, if they're all saying it's going to go up and they're all saying like quite high numbers, even if it doesn't reach quite the highest number, like if it doesn't reach, you know, triple digits, if we're still getting into like double digits, then that's great, right? Like, I'd definitely be happy with a double digit XRP in this bull run. Like, for me, I'd be more than happy with that. So that's what I'm really hoping for. I believe that is plausible. I believe that is, you know, is feasible to think that that could happen. So time will tell. But yeah, like I say, like I don't think saying $7 XRP is unrealistic. You know, like I think that's, to me, the guy who was saying that is either an XRP, you know, an XRP hater, or is someone who's obviously really just beat down from the price action. You know, like that to me is the only things I could say, because the increase on that is not even that great. Like, when we talk about market cycles and what we see, like, it's not really that big of a multiplier effect to get to $7. So, especially if we're talking about like other cryptos doing well, because, you know, what happens with a lot of this stuff is, and this is what I mean when I said it could be like an XRP hater, is because they'll say like, oh yeah, like Ethereum can get to like really high numbers, like, oh, it could get to like $10,000 or something like that, but then they won't acknowledge that XRP is going to get to quite a high number. And it's like, you do understand that with a bull market, it is just money just cycling through cryptos, right? So if that money cycled into Ethereum, it's probably already cycled through Bitcoin first, and now it's going to just cycle into other cryptos. So what likely market cap Ethereum gets, it's very likely that a lot of that market cap will then go into other cryptos, obviously including XRP. So yes, you would think that XRP should get, a piece of that action. And so like, this is where I think, people say this stuff and it's either because they're just beat down and they've not seen any price action, so now they're just fed up, or again, they're XRP haters. Now look, we'll see who's right and who's wrong. As I've said numerous times, look, if it does turn out that XRP doesn't hit a great new all-time high, like if it hits $7, I'll just be honest with you, it's not to say that I wouldn't take that, because if that's what we get given, then that's what we get given, right? Like, you take what you get. But I'm not going to exactly be here jumping off the rooftop saying how amazing that was. I'd be like, I'm not going to lie, I was expecting a bit more. I'll take what I got, but I was expecting a bit higher for XRP, to be honest with you. And that would just be my honest opinion. But like, to me, I don't know, man. Like, to me, I'm just thinking, like, when we're talking about some of these other altcoins that are being mentioned and some of the price points that they can get to, I'm thinking, like, why would XRP not be in that then? Like, because let's be realistic here. Like, yes, you've got the appeal of the lawsuit, but at the end of the day, XRP is open to be traded in America. So like, that's not closed off now. The opportunity is still there for people to trade. So yes, in terms of institutions getting involved and stuff like that, that obviously could be like a bit of a hindrance, but like the general, frenzy of people just getting involved in cryptos and just seeing, green arrows and just wanting to jump in on a green candle, that's still there, right? So there's still enough there from just a retail perspective that should be able to drive up the price to a good new all-time high. That would be my opinion and my suspicion. So again, look, I'm telling you just my perspectives. I don't know for sure. Time will tell. But yeah, like, I definitely think $7 should be achievable. $30 to $35, if we got that, I'll be honest with you, I'd be over the moon. I'd be really happy with $30 to $35 for XRP. I'd be more than happy. So if we get into them kind of numbers, just know that I'm satisfied. I don't know about you guys. Tell me what you think, if you guys would be happy to see this. But for me, yes, I'd definitely be screaming from rooftops, all of that jazz, coming on the channel saying all these kind of crazy things and, hooting and hollering, that kind of stuff. I'd be really happy. So my fingers are crossed, man. Like I say, if this all does go ahead and we have a bull run, for me, I'm said it before, XRP's got no excuses now. We're not going with this lawsuit, this appeal. Like, that's not enough, because at the point of where we are now, it's already been said that XRP is not a security. That is not being challenged. So that's irrelevant in that regard. I do think, it could hinder it, as I've said before, in terms of how high it could go, because I do think they could have had, like, Ripple could have had a partnership that they could have released that could have made the price go higher or something like that. So I think in that regard, we never know the effect that this could have had, but I don't think it's enough to stop it from hitting a new all-time high, because as I say, there's still enough retailers out there to see a green candle and get involved, because it is still open to be traded in the US. So that point still stands. So, everything is there. Time will tell now. We sit back, we wait and see what happens. And I'm sure, like me, you guys are very excited to see where this goes. So, good luck, and let's see what happens. Thank you very much for watching this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell. Take care.